There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Calling out people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise of them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't ask you TV menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. So she work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Calling out people who willing to serve. The flesh, our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
The Sktv, we are the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best in Africa, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of you, our dear cherished listeners, followers, viewers, supporters, well wishers, even those of you who also, disagree with us. The only thing is that sometimes you take respect in your disagreement. You become arrogant. Very rude, and that's the thing with some of you in your disagreement. The only thing some of us would love or would like is let respectfully disagree to agree. That's the best thing in life. No human is perfect. That's why when you go to the cemetery, some of you, or when you go at the cemetery there's no name calls. There's only one name, and the one name there is their body. You help us share the show, people. Yeah, the only name you hear there at the cemetery that you hear there, their body they go bury or somebody die or somebody right, and then only thing you can hear, right? I'll come into that. Maybe some of you will get my point. So at the cemetery or to the graveyard, thank to the PCC. Thank God. Let me recognize the PCC, that is the Pinsville City Corporation, for fencing the cemetery right here in Duport Road. Oh man, I love it so dearly. Thank you. Thanks to the hard-working team of PCC. That's great. Great job. Wonderful way to go. Thanks to all of you there who, those of you who have the idea and bring forth the idea and give it to the team, and the team also buy the idea. That's the best way to go. Fence the cemetery or the graveyard. That's good. So the Duport Road graveyard now will be fenced, or in fact, the fencing process has started. I think they're already on phase 2 because they already finished with phase 1 opposite the gas station there of State, the Connect gas station, and they are now moving to phase 2. Because sometimes when you guys, some of our disadvantaged youths or the so-called want to eject people things, or after hijacking. These are some of the words some of you, but for us in Liberia, in the simplest form, you know. So by the time they hijack people things or they take people things from them, they run straight to that graveyard or to the cemetery there and all the way deep in there. So by the time the cemetery is fenced, I don't want to spell fence there. Yeah, the late Solomon George. Life interesting though. You know Solomon George was talking, but anyway, that move people. So one thing that everybody share in common is when you die. Just take the thing there for some of you today who have the kind of evil heart for human. You feel that you are on top of things. You feel that you are superior. You feel that you are so better more than other people know. When you go to the cemetery, nobody can differentiate, or in fact, nobody can be asking which the other graveyard that we hear. No. The only thing you can hear is, oh, Manny, or Joseph, or the person. That's all you can hear. Time for decoration. I can't clean who? I can't clean my late father, my late uncle, my late this, my late that. You will not hear say, I can't claim one money man grave. No. So the common man, the dead body, or in fact, the rich man and the common man, they share this thing in common. You can live in all of the zero lives. You steal, you let you sell cocaine, you let you sell coach, you let you sell drugs. At the end of the day, you will die. And you and the people that used to sell the cocaine to or that used to cause before you and then all of you will share the same, almost like apartments. Good. Well, their life. So whenever you are alive, you make good impact in the life of people. Even if you are a religious person, if you are a pastor. If you are a pastor, everything most of you religious people are doing, you are corrupting the people. In the name of, oh yeah, I'm preaching the word of God. No. You are corrupting and selling the word of God. So when you die, you and the people, all of you will lay down to that same place. And you then be careful. That person that you were selling the word of God to, that they were buying the word of God, the person will either become somebody maybe that will wake up from that grave and you probably will remain there. So in short, I'm saying that let's love our neighbors, love our brothers as ourselves, and let's move on. Yes, that's the only thing that we share in common is death. All the money, corruption, stealing from one another, mistreating people work for you, you can't pay them, they keep crying, people want to survive, no way you become like Goliath, you acting like you're so strong over people. That waste of time. So some of you who can disagree with us, for me the only thing is that respectfully disagree, and nobody is perfect. But respectfully disagree. At the end of the day, let's talk about Liberia. So first, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. The show will be interesting. The shape, keep dressing. Yeah. Oh God. What that country is interesting. When we say this thing, I say maybe I can be talking. Maybe you can just talk the way you want to talk. No. The more our security people approach the ship can dress back. And we don't have the kind of sophistication, or we don't even have nothing. Yeah. But anyway, let's share the show. Myself, I'm doing the show. You please help us here. Yeah, from by all of you please help us share the show. The Ministry of Information has or in fact come up with another information that have to do with some people who allegedly were in fact involved into the drug saga that have to do with private buy. Oh, damn it, my neighbor now. Hey, God, oh, story, life interesting. Anyway, let me leave it read that. So the people say private buy, but that coming from the Ministry of Information. Let's share the show and let's hear from the Information Minister. I don't know whether he have the authority. Now the whole drug thing, everybody reading the drug news. Yeah, God. First, that was the Ministry of Justice. So the Minister of Justice now entire reading and turning over to Gregory Como, the police RG area. Some people say Gregory Como now. I say maybe when you see Gregory Como physical structure now, it's just reducing every area. And I mean, I just feel sympathy. So, from Gabriel Common now is the information minister who is really the indictment. God be God. How did we arrive here that the Ministry of Information will be reading people indictment? I thought that the Ministry of Information would be saying, we have received the informations and we just want to inform the people about this, even though the Ministry of Justice, they are here, or the police, because the police RG been into all of these things. So the police RG is here to read out the new or maybe the latest indictments. And we listen. But now again, from the Ministry of Justice to the police RG, now to the information minister. The last in the whole job is long. So that listen, my people, what do they share on the show? Help us share the show. People don't know what's going on, but help us share the show. That listen to the information minister. I know some of you is sounding like, in fact, you are angry, but don't be angry. Yes, don't be angry. These are some of the reasons why people keep asking, CDC coming back. Why is CDC coming back for? These are questions. But some of us will not like to be talking about politics, because by the time we get ready enough for politics, some of you, in fact, you'll get angry. Because up to now, CDC not even able to do rebranding. The same thing that happened when went to United Party. United Party came to power through the need, the Bible can say something, instead to go to heaven, right? You will, in fact, for the rich man, you know what the Bible said? You will penetrate, in fact, you will go through the needle, right? So the United Party came to power through the way they came to power is like a needle. People penetrating a needle. You know, the little hole, right, in the needle. So for them to survive and behave the way they are behaving, now what making people not feeling weak, even about CDC. Oh yes, but now we'll get ready here for that thing. If some will get ready for politics, some of you'll feel bad. But then without listen.
Also important to announce that George Harris, some say Leroy Harris, who is the owner of the Private Bar Entertainment Center, has been charged with the following: unlicensed possession of illicit drug substances, unlicensed importation of illicit drugs or substances, trafficking, trading, distribution, and sales of illicit drugs or substances, economic sabotage, money laundering, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and criminal solicitation. Mr. Harris has already been charged as the investigation continues. It's also important to announce that George Harris, some say Leroy Harris, who is the owner of the Private Bar Entertainment Center, has been charged with the following: unlicensed possession of illicit drug substances, unlicensed importation of illicit drugs or substances, trafficking, trading, distribution, and sales of illicit drugs or substances, economic sabotage, money laundering, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and criminal solicitation. Mr. Harris has already been charged as the investigation continues.
Wonderful. So there you have it. The Ministry of Information, headed by Jeremy Pia, the information minister, they're reading out the charges against one of the suspects, Leroy, according to him, the owner of the most talk about private bar in Painesville. Some of you, I don't know whether you know that end, but it's somewhere around there in Painesville. I think around the Joe by end. If you are coming from red light end, by the time you pass by the substation of the Liberia Legacy Corporation, the next place after that school or the PCS school, the next place you'll be seeing is the private bar before going to the GSA Road Junction. So again, the owner, according to the information minister, has been charged with allegations leveled against him. In fact, been part of the $317 million worth of drugs. So people, there where we go, the news keep coming back to back. Also, the line is very long. We will also play it. Another video that had to do with State and Witherspoon, also coming up with other information that have to do with other people, key government officials that are also being involved, that are also, in fact, having their own allegedly having their own link with the issue of drugs. Some of them suddenly, in fact, having the cargo or some of the substances to leave the country in the name of cargo. So we'll play that video. But if you stay joining us, or if you just joining us, help us share the show. That's good way to go. So we have all of this thing today. The team of panelists will soon join us right here. It's indeed interesting. The ship that was seen, I think it was on Saturday. Yes, that alarm blew on Saturday. Even though the ship been around on our coast, some of you, the ship been around there in Grand came out, but the security, yeah, no, not very interesting. But so the security say they don't know until the citizen got to blow the alarm, because the people that blow the alarm, the media now before the security. In fact, I had to look for that video and play. Let me see. Let me play that video too, and let's hear from the time our security was going there. And in fact, guess what? According to information coming from Front Page Africa, our security officers are, in fact, the armed forces of Liberia. They have their own time to make an attempt to go there. According to them, when they, in fact, they were going, but at the end of the day, the more they try to make effort to get closer to the ship will, in fact, the ship can little distance away from them. Even though this ship have been hearing news that this ship will have an issue. Look, they continue to joke. Some of you are continuing to be playing politics. What was this ship? They are no advanced ship or what kind of ship. They said this ship was having issue, engine problem. So it needed to what? To dock, or it needed to land to Freeport, according to the communication that been spreading around. In fact, from one of the suspects, also in a road drug business. So the ship was to land, but they said the ship had problem here and there, and I think, according to information or unconfirmed reports, the poor manager refused and said, no, that ship will not land right here. Can you imagine ship that get problem supposed to land? And according to that information, the person who even wrote that communication come from RIA. Where in this world someone from RIA will be telling ship or will be calling the Freeport of Liberia or the Freeport management that ship coming, but the ship that coming, it has problem, it's supposed to land, and please allow the ship to land, according to all the information I've been getting. And at the end of the day, they said no, the ship will not land. So now how, according to them, now how the ship left and said, okay, send yourself will not land on your port, no problem. We're going to Grand Cayman. Yeah, let me go for the video. So we're going to Grand Cayman side, get where we will have our learning business and do anything I want to do there. So they were to Grand Cayman for a little time. And the citizen there from Grand Cayman said, no, what is happening here? How come this ship just keep, showing here, been here for a little 2 to 3 weeks? Some people say 6 months, or some people say a little time. So they said, no, we got to call some media people to how they call one of our colleagues had to photograph, do everything and post it, like how that thing start trending. So when it was trending now, there were now the government said, oh, no, I think we got to make move. We got to go there now. How can ship will come to our land and just be here for a little time? So we got to go there. How your government go there? Let me see the videos. Now they send, airfare people send some people there, they go there. But the boat, the speedboat, according to Front Page Africa, that the airfare people carry, the speedboat can make it. So the ship go deep into the sea. In fact, it go into the far up. Yes, I will do. Well, I'm very interested. I want that my brother today to call who say maybe he just hit the country. So the ship go all the way inside the deep sea. And you know the speedboat, not made for that to go inside the deep sea. So it can make it. So they can only be seeing the minute of fire. In fact, no, they can be using that because that kind of thing can be using what is the spanning. Oh God. So they were using spanning glass to see the minute distance, but they can't go closer. According to information, and I mean, Front Page Africa, and they say the more the people go closer, the more the shape can be good. The shape what they told us, Liberians, that the shape had issue. It get engine problem. Now the ship now going all the way to the deep sea. So when people that all these things that we'll be talking about today, I will also play the youth chairman of the end. But let me play the video quickly, man, because I've been waiting for my team, but if they can't come. So these are some of our talking points that we'll be discussing this evening that have to do with the drugs issue, the land stay long. There are a lot of names that have been called up, including even our foreign affairs minister, allegedly though, that she been involved. So this is serious. This is not just about, oh, yeah, living, yeah, this. No. This is not about living anything. We got to go to the end of this entire drug business and see, because now the drug business now is living for the security gradually. It's now entering to the executive. Maybe from the executive now, then we'll go to the legislature. Then now we'll start to miss the former, I think the LDA, I think he's a deputy. Yeah, somebody who said that the three branches of government, yeah, they won't causing the problem together on him. He said, yeah, some of you, in fact, the president even have to even let them go. He said, no, you part the way you can talk, in fact, you won't put in trouble. So go home and rest your body. And that's how the man, today, the man were able to go home and the papa enjoying their freeze. Okay, so let me have the video play. It's about to pick up now. Okay, good. So you can say that maybe do it though. So let me listen to the video quickly. That play the video after they want. Then we'll move on. This is the speedboat. In fact, I'm seeing the security officers, the armed forces area. They got them on Wego, but no logistics, no equipment, nothing. Anyway, that play the video and listen.
The team is about to pick up 2 boats. So we have total of 14 and 2 by 12 sailors on the operation. In total of 14 personnel. They are expected to be to the targeted vessel in 50 minutes, considering the 6 states. Yeah.
Y'all share the water 2 sacks each. All right.
So the team is about to pick.
Wonderful. I hope you're hearing it. You're sharing one. Yeah. Yeah. God. So that look, let me be frank. Don't cry on the radio, but just yeah, you know that popular thing that we can cry. You share the water 2 sacks each. I want you to listen to. You're giving your children what they're going through. In the modern world where people are now, in fact, improving into technology, world of in fact, technology. We still talking about 2 sacks of water. Technology. and that becoming all of the day. When we say these things, people feel that in fact that we hate government or we have issue with. Nobody have issue with your people because they are your demon God. That's why you are serving them. That's why you are no. But for us, we want the country to do better. Yesterday there were people. You see a lot of arguments now on the internet. You see people now, they are now debating issues. Yesterday they forgot that in fact this day will come. So they feel that they were the only group of people that should control things. Today, where are we today? Technology exposed all of them. They are no longer controlling things. Nobody going to be holding people hand begging and they'll be passing. So that's why we keep saying to our leaders, do better for the society. Nothing will live in darkness. No, it won't work anymore. The drugs issue now, the land law for Maryland County. Here for people that's supposed to be well equipped to go to the place where the ship is. They're the ones struggling for even water, asking for sack of water. This should be the sack of water. And let me record a video. And I mean, in fact, it's not even me that even post this video. All these things should be concerning. All these things should be concerning. This is clear indication that our security network is just weak. Where even the Maneuver Central Prison and the Deputy Commander or what, police or how you may call Prison Control Command, the man also, in fact, he was arrested also for facilitating, in fact, these drugs dealer. They were using a telephone or a phone to make communication within a joke. How much are you paying people? You see these people get angry. You make the lawmakers, you make the government officials to become celebrity. And you abandon the entire security network. You see today, everything exposed. So everything now exposed now, making others to look like no need for even to be paying security. Now why? Because what kind of more disgrace and embarrassment is this? That you don't even have a little boat, a country, even you don't even have a helicopter. You don't even have any kind of good everything. The only thing we have in this country is politics. Oh yes, it's politics. The other person resign from another political party. The other person resign. Maybe I can resign from True. What I want how to do with Liberia. Let me just ask some of you today who in the kind of thing. If I leave from True, what I want how to do with Liberia? I have nothing to do with Liberia. So people resigning from political party or joining political party, you should understand that because of poverty, no more integrity. This is just glaring. Is there anything that we'll be talking about? Because of poverty, no more integrity. People don't even respect what we call integrity today. So it's shameful, it's embarrassing, it's disgraceful that we will see our officers going and not telling us that due to what they have, they can easily continue with the operation because the ship has now slipping away or the ship now doing some adjustment. That means the ship trying to go into deep sea and the bodyguard have enough for deep sea? No. Enough for deep sea. So at the end of the day, you see what we're heading to today? Everything about us is politics. So for security, we don't do well. In the whole entire just issue, I think the security failed us. For me, that's even though I would never miss a issue and a lot of people will come up, but for me, personally, in my own view, when it comes to security, I think the security failed us because, yes, the security, they keep asking for things. They keep begging people. Even if you see the security uniform and not even encouraging, let's be frank. A security officer also is a family member. You don't expect the man or the woman to leave from her home and go on the field or to work and they don't need anything for their family or for their children to even eat. That alone is a trauma by itself. But we don't care. The government don't care. All the government care about is go out there, even transport yourself, sacrifice yourself for country. I don't even get it how we even arriving at this point. But people should common people should always be seen as sacrificing themselves for country. Why do you have all a bunch of people who are always enjoying the country? When you try to say, oh no, maybe slow down. So at the end of the day, see what we're heading to. This is embarrassing, this is shameful, this is disgraceful. We have 1.2, is that 1.2 billion? Yes, 1.2 billion our budget. Only for the security to be struggling to reach to deep sea. I don't even know what our ship even reach somewhere around even deep sea. But it's struggling not to get to the ship. So the ship disappear. In the same form and people who are hearing the news getting or the information getting, the ship no longer showing a face to come out. The ship that they say that you're having engine problem. You have situation, you have the ship dress back. You see what we're heading? And those names that were also mentioned, let me see quick, let me have the video play here because I don't want to make it look like we are accusing people or we are allegedly accusing people. Even though there are a lot of recommendations have been in fact are coming up that the investigations or those people allegedly who are also into the entire justice, they should be taken for help to the US so that the US government will be able to investigate them the right way because they say they don't want it to be done yet because they don't trust the court system. The whole hearing. These are information that we're getting from the corridor, from the from some of the information I'm getting because the US team also they hear, they also monitor anytime you get the information is not some of the information not lie. Some of you let us say, oh that lie, they just hate. At the end of the day, when you find out this information are facts and they are truth. Because the US, they are monitoring the system, they want to know exactly what we're heading to as a country. Who are those people that are supporting these cartel? So that hear from okay, good. So that hear
thing is getting close to President Bwaka.
oh, good.
The executive mansion is involved. Look, this thing is getting close to President Bwaka. There's an allegation that came up on Mama Kabirete. I'm sorry that Trump is running CNN yet. The whole executive mansion, we're about to shake them. Who's in? Who's out? Who's protecting who? To show yesterday with Sheikh Kouyaté, he was trying to lie. His connection with Abraham Traoré. You imagine that connection. Have Sarah Beslow sign a document. I don't want to talk about Sarah. Sarah Beslow signed a document that some package should be shipped out of the country under a diplomatic cargo shipment. And what was in that package that she signed for? You want to know? Did she do it intentionally? She knew that it was part of this cartel operation when they asked her to sign on behalf of whosoever at the ministry with her authority that shipment go as a diplomatic cargo. That's what we're stupid here. And when we talk, there's some people think that it's a joke. Everybody's involved. Did Sarah know that she was signing on a cargo that was shipping drugs outside of the country? Did the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, did they know that signature and the authority that Sarah said, yes, this can go as a diplomatic cargo? Did she know? You see, this man from the court, this guy from the court, from the prison, he's the deputy prison director. He's from the prison, right? Thanks to Variety that running with this news. You know, they got talked to the two drugs cartel, the guy from Spain, and he used his cell phone to allow them to place a phone call internationally. This is the deputy superintendent for operation at the Moravia Central Prison, Mr. Jackson Kolako. This is Mr. Jackson Kolako. He took his cell phone. He gave it over to the Spanish drugs cartel and said he made a phone call. And he made a phone call to his people overseas. And they gave this guy money. The National Security Agency, NSA, they picked Kolako up Saturday. They arrested him. And they keep him at South Beach. Kolako mobile money account was also shown, and it showed multiple cash transfers directly from the Colombian drugs cartel to him. How the people that in jail sending him money? Uncle Sammy, so this is our thing we're saying. Look, this guy's operation is different level. I don't listen, except people carrying dog, even the carrying dog, they gotta pay. They got money. The men have made, look, they are in prison, they are operating. The tell the guy said, we'll give you $25,000 now, let me make one phone call. This is where we are, that the system we have cannot investigate and prosecute these guys. The NSA arrested Jackson K. Kolako, and when they went to check his account from the drugs cartel, they got money. The port director, I'm not calling already port director involved in this thing, my people. A port director is involved in this thing. A company that came under them. You don't make me to talk. I was waiting for Rannis here to start the thing, but maybe he will come tomorrow. Else we'll have to talk tomorrow. The executive mansion is involved. Look, this thing is getting close.
Indeed. This thing is getting close and more closer to Mandicom. This, in fact, you know, it's not good to defend until you be embarrassed. Sometimes it's good that you just sit back and watch it, in fact, the process. That's one of the best things to do. Whenever things happen, some of you, you know, I was telling somebody not too long, I said, I just so disappointed with some of our brothers who yesterday were championing the cause for better Liberia. Today, they are the one not defending. Our post, they come one of our posts, they want to be insulting. So, can you imagine? Today, I saw the PCC, in fact, force today, doing some work there. I read like, you want me to tell them that what they do is wrong? No! I stand with PCC on that 100%. It is their duty. That red light ain't supposed to be free. Nobody should sell, in fact, on the road. That's right. I don't care how you want to pull it. Maybe I'm not sitting behind the microphone and tell you that, oh yes, PCC wrong for taking people from the street. No, it's wrong. You cannot impede on other people's right. Now, then later on, people, even that sidewalk will be 30 seconds. Some of you are not even knowing rules. You're not supposed to be sitting on that sidewalk. There's some of our people changing money. They're sitting down on that sidewalk. They put all kinds of things. You got to be dodging them about all these things wrong. They can be charged. They can be sent to court. But again, the society, politicians, all they want is to do what they want to do. By the way, and people will just listen to Stephen with a spoon, that the line is long, and this is getting serious. It's now gradually now going to the headquarters of Mandicom, and I don't know how that's going to be. But Ali is here. Ali, good.
Mabel, can you hear me?
My brother, I'm getting you. You loud and you live. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I know you hear you like viewers, so good evening.
Good evening, Mabel, and good evening to our listening audience and followers. Glad to be here again. Yes, Mabel, that's Liberia for us. I have been following the show while driving home. Yes, this issue of I'm still confused. Wherein I continue hearing people talking, say, oh yes, or Liberia, excuse me, or Liberia, they just charge somebody and saying that this person, they charging them for unlicensed possession of drugs, unlicensed drug trafficking, this and that. So I want to know that in Liberia, you need to have license before you bring drugs in this country, before you do drug trafficking, you need license. Because Gregor Kuma said the same thing when he was charging or this guy poking on licensed possession of drugs or licensed importation of drugs or licensed exportation of drugs. Where in the world you need to have a license before you import or export drugs when it comes to drug trafficking? Where? And today again, I'm listening to Jeremy PR on the same thing.
Yeah.
Why?
So yeah. So quickly to that, let me just correct something. You maybe you may not maybe be aware of the drug law, but indeed there are certain drugs. That's because we just call everybody just say drugs. But there are some drugs that are
Mm-hmm.
also good, and there are some drugs that are also bad. Like for example, the narcotic drugs, they are all bad, and the good one is the paracetamol, the other drug that we can take to get you, they are all good. So that's why sometimes we hear about lesson and non-lesson and so forth. Now what they're talking about. Anybody that bring in illegal drugs, now what you're trying to say, because the drug law talk about illegal drugs and they talk about legal drugs, because mind you, there are some legal drugs and there are some illegal drugs. I don't want to make that
Okay,
correction.
thank you for the clarity. But the problem is, the drug that those people are going to prison for, this is not the paracetamol, sacrobenzapine, neprosine, and what have you. This is a cocaine. Yeah, so you have to make the people understand that those people are imported and they were exporting cocaine out of the country. But for me, I get confused when I hear about this on licensing. So, for example, maybe I will bring in medical supplies into this country, paracetamol, all of drugs that you can use in hospital. Maybe you can say, oh yes, they then maybe you were not licensed to bring those drugs or to sell them, this and that. But we are talking about cocaine, and when they continue to say unlicensed, for me, I get confused. But thanks for the clarity, we are learning every day. And today's issue about the ship, Mayborn, you have a ship over your water for almost 3 to 4 weeks, or people say 6 weeks, or we don't really know how long it been there for. But I believe, and in my mind, if the government is sending people to know why is that ship doing on our water, which type of ship is that, I think in my mind, I'm so frustrated. Mr. Dishi is not here. They are the security people. I think that was another covert operation that the government going over there, even the country, nobody's supposed to know about it. They just supposed to go over there secretly. But to call journalists, for journalists and the whole world to know that, oh yes, you guys are going to that ship, you think those guys over there, they know that they own your water and they are doing some illegal business that they have no or permit to be over the Liberia water. You think they will sit there for you to go and grab them? I think that was negligent on the part of the government. They should have done that secret. They were in everybody, oh, they ship, just get your code back together, everybody, and move. But you going to bring journalists to be live. Everything those we doing in this country, those people on that ship, they see everything. Who knows if they were coming to pick up jobs or they were bringing in another cooking into the country? You think they will sit there for you to go and grab them? For me, I believe that in my mind that was negligent on the part of the government. That's why you see the more they getting closer, the ship is going. The ship that is said had engine problem. Why now it only got power when the Coast Guard started approaching the AFL? Why? So that was negligent on their part. In my mind, that's what I think. Big one.
Yeah. So quickly to that, I think you said a few things that have to do with the handling of the security information, especially the video and so forth. I think that video will also be recorded. I think by maybe quote unquote by some of the AFL personnel. But again, allegedly though, but again, I think sometimes it's not wrong to have your people informed, like the US always do with the Iran. But what they can always do sometimes is that they hold the information first, they don't just post the information after the operation. Now I always saying. So Ali, I just wanted to just clarify that and make you and make other also understand what you're saying is important. It makes 100% sense that the classified information, you will see that the US will always hold it. Let me tell you today. Everything America, Iran, and doing all that way saying the funding, so that why made it was sweet. All of them they recording each, in fact, they recording all of them happening because at the end of the day, tomorrow when the war finish, everybody will be showing that because the war will be judging people. So you have to record and show exactly what happened. But again, my brother, even that put the recording even once after the recording was done, see even the boat, the little boat that our officer was riding or you. I thought you were going to mention that, but you didn't mention that. see the little boat that our officer was riding, and also asking, or in fact talking about they have two sacks, or in fact they should divide the water or the plastic, because when you have a two sacks, that means that the plastic bag water that we're talking about. So
I'm on live. Don't be passing behind me.
so
Sorry,
so
Mabon. I'm
yeah,
listening to you, Mabon.
yeah. So at the end of the day, my brother, the entire operation that they went on, and there was serious, in fact, there were a series of missteps along the way, because the first mistake rather is, are we not vulnerable? And you that you said, Mr. Tissue, not yet, but I think we'll be asking each other the kind of security question. Are we not vulnerable to the extent that our security will not be informed, or they will not know exactly? Because we live in a modern, even before somebody plane. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying. Before somebody plane, maybe the tail of the plane, or we can call the plane, but just maybe going into your little space, your airspace, you will know definitely as to who entering your airspace. If we don't have all this in my then I mean, the job I got greater and we are surviving. So for the security
Yeah,
officer
Mabon.
so for the security officer to not be aware of that ship for almost 3 weeks until something got to blow alarm. 2 things for me, I'm suspecting. Either they are aware, but trying to alert, they are not aware. For me, let me be frank. Because nowhere that you will tell me that security are not aware of something for weeks. Even though according to our post, the post said that security are investigating. But to even release information to your people is important. Not to hold information until your people speculate. So people have to speculate for to think that, oh yes, there's a relationship, and you put fear in the mind of our people, the common people. But where the shape come from, we don't know. Oh, the people talking about drug ban again. They say the drug cartel. People talking about some of the video recording that the people will come out for the drugs. How then they won't come back? You see the kind of talking, see the kind of thing coming in the mind of our people. So that's why it's good that we stay away from politics, Aliu, and be able to properly communicate to our people. So that's why I wanted to chip in on our entire security story that you talk about. And with the information minister today reading some charges, I wanted to ask a question. What say you? This is surprising. And how can now from the Minister of Justice to the police RG, now to the information minister, are people losing appetite? Is there appetite lost now? Maybe the justice minister said, the whole thing and the way I look at it now, I can't make it. The police RG said, the whole thing I like, it won't win me. Maybe then only now the information minister who will be giving the authority to read charges. This is surprising to me. So let me ask you this question as to whether maybe you think that it's right for the information minister to read charges of people, because reading, especially in the first day of the charges, out to the public is concerning. But what say you?
Thank you, Mabon. First of all, back to the ship issue. Like the person who wrote a letter sending it to, I don't know, to Marita, whosoever, that the ship had a problem and he wanted the ship to dock to Liberia because it has some engine problem. This guy had been alleged, I think, and even said charge, and the president dismissed him that he is connected to this cooking business. So you from way to the airport, what business you get to be renting maritime for a ship to dock at the Freeport of Monrovia that it has an engine problem? So definitely in my mind, and I think that, like you said, those people know what they were doing. Probably he wrote that communication because he know they were bringing some of that cocaine to the country. So he was pretending as if to say, oh, the ship get problem, then he come and land to the Freeport of Monrovia, it will be there, and then they'll be taking that cocaine out. You see, because you had no business with the port to be renting maritime and the ship had a problem. What connection you get with the crew member on the ship? What connection you get with them? Why they can communicate to the maritime boss, but only you wait to RIA? That is something you have to think about. And this guy had been dismissed by President Bakai due to allegation and a connection to the cookie business. And you see the Coast Guard going there on live video. It's just like they sending signal to them, oh yes, we are coming, guys, you need to move from over there. They're pretending like they were going to them and it was a signal they are giving to them. My brother, like Gregory Coleman said, they are higher ups into the cooking business. And the way in which the thing is moving every now and then, those people making us to understand that yes, indeed, what Gregory Coleman said is true. They are higher ups into the cooking business. Like you said, This whole thing today, we can't hear about the LDEA in the entire investigation. And this is my first time to see this America that I'm from right now. When it comes to drugs business, the United States Drug Enforcement Agency, they take full control of everything. Why is it this whole thing today, the LDEA has been silent? Gregory Kuma is the one on top of everything. Now Gregory Kuma is not there now. We see Jeremy Pia today in press briefing giving those information, which of course we should be getting those information from the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency director, the head of the LDEA or the justice minister. But getting it today from Jeremy Pia, it's like, I don't know, everybody just doing what they think they can do, but the government is actually confused. They drug business. This is the downfall of Unity Party. They cooking this, they are led to be saying drugs. Yes.
Good. So that's it. So let's listen to the latest short piece from Africa that have to do with RB, right? RB Atlantic 5 Maroni, or how you call it, shape. Yeah, the little shape. It's just so interesting. Let me see quickly. Let's play the video and listen. Oh, sorry. Let's have the video play quickly. Those of you who are watching, this is the video. And let's
see. They are still chasing the cargo vessel RB Atlantic 4, but it remains beyond their reach. After fleeing into deep waters off Riverside County, Armed Forces Chief of Staff Major General Davidson fallen since. The military has been in hot pursuit since Sunday. However, he admitted Liberia's Coast Guard boats cannot operate far into the Atlantic, forcing crews to turn back before reaching the vessel. Liberia has now enlisted Nigerian partners to help track this ship, while investigators are also examining whether a social media video may have alerted the crew and compromised the operation. The vessel became its focus of investigation after Liberian maritime authorities rejected its request to dock in Monrovia amid growing suspicions surrounding its activities. As of Monday evening, the RB Atlantic 4 remained under surveillance but had not been intercepted, with authorities saying the pursuit is still ongoing. For Front Page Africa News, this is Emmanuel Willie Conway reporting.
All right, so there you have it. So we're hearing that the ship is somewhere around deep into the sea around the riverside. So it's not leaning from Grand Cayman. So very interesting.
Yeah, when you go on international water, Liberia will not get nothing to do with it again. Like I said, but even maybe see that plastic those guys were getting in. How far you can go without plastic on deep sea? You see, we're talking about real speedboat that the government is supposed to be happy. Joseph Waka can be getting helicopter to go look at thing, but you're not getting helicopter for the AFL to use to go after such a ship. To tell you how unserious our governments have been from one government to another. Okay, that's just about it right there. You will be paying people 50,000, 20,000 in this country if you don't even say have a correct speedboat that the Navy can use or the Coast Guard in such an operation, or even a chopper. As that ship going by, when you get a chopper, you can go after it. You see, these are some of the things we're always saying about this country. Liberia is all we have. Sometimes when you say this thing, and this is not yet tied to Joseph Waka alone. You see, the early administration, the real administration today, Joseph Waka, see how our country is. Look at the army. You don't even say have a 50 speedboat for the Coast Guard to use. If you have those sophistication, those equipment, you think that ship could have left? No. But these are some of the things. And again, by you going everything on Facebook Live, that alone is single then that, oh yes, those people are coming after us. But again, looking at this guy from the RIA, the role he was playing in that ship docking at the free port of Monrovia, that alone erase alarm. You had to think logically and see. Because if those people had engine problem, they should be in connection with the Liberia Maritime instead of being in connection with somebody from where RIA. So when people coming now, when people having problem, they will not get in connection with RIA, they will get in connection with Maritime. Make it make sense to me. People have to be very careful. You can't play on everybody's mind. You have to be very careful and transparent when it comes to the cooking business in the country right now. Yes.
So let's go back. So let's go to the some of the names that have been called allegedly that in fact they are involved, even though the deputy, right? I think the deputy for operation there at the Monrovia Central Prison was in fact arrested and pending investigation. Even though we are hearing some information that these people or allegedly anybody that will be linked to the entire drug business, they should be taken out of Liberia and taken to the US. But Aliu, for a genuine investigation instead of them being here, because people are saying that in fact they don't trust the court process here, they don't trust our system because they are not seeing some of the people that are alleged that were involved, even in the 19.2 million drugs, some of them working around the playing football every Saturday. That's what people are saying though. You know me, some of these things happen. People not seeing these people who name quote unquote that name were involved here and there in bringing or maybe into connections with the drugs. They are playing football. So like everything we do is a waste of time. But Aliu, let's move to that way. All the news, including even the foreign affairs minister. What say you is that some of the names that people have been talking about, and maybe when they call names that the country will shake, maybe the government will collapse. Are we getting there gradually, or maybe that's just warm up names that they are still calling?
Or maybe or when it comes to this issue, like you said, wherein we are hearing that the US government, because we have the FBI in Liberia right now and the United States Drug Enforcement Agency, those people they are here helping the government with the investigation. And it is not anything big to take those people from here to take them to America. It happened during any administration. When the drug bust happened in this country, the American government came in and they carried those people to America. Today they are behind bars. And what we are seeing in this whole investigation, that's the only way forward. When those guys are taken to the United States, or the state actors that Gregory Como is talking about, they will be in America and calling those people names. Because there are lots of those guys, they are just here relaxing themselves. Which one of them you are seeing they call them, put them behind bars, see how poor King came to the country, see how the government were treating him. He was lying under air condition for 1 week. That could be Ali Masale where they told just for my horse, I in Liberia, lying in my horse for 1 week. So these are some of the things you have to see. This guy on that get a private bar. You know how long they got make him into this thing. That yesterday we hearing about charges against him. There were other people that were in this country. We heard about them after they left the country before. Or Gregory Komoki and say, oh yeah, these are some of the suspects. When they were in the country, people talk about them. They left before. So looking at this kind of thing happening, the American people, those people, they are not stupid. They are sophisticated enough. They know what they came here to do, and they know what they are seeing. There are something they are seeing that they say, oh no, we want to take these people from out of here. And if President Waka wants to fight just, he wants to save this country, he need to work in accordance with the American government to get rid of this whole cooking business in this country. Liberia is too small. Go your nose and pass country, 5 million population. They can a huge consignment of cookie that in this country, it is not good. So let him work along with the United States government. If they will take those guys from here, let it take them from here. And the issue about Sarah Beslo Yanti and other people we are hearing from the Spoon Network, we wait to see how that's going to be, because like according to them, she was signing on diplomatic passport to leave the country, this and that and what have you. People had to be very careful with those information because Sarah Beslo Yanti, I would say, she's one of the best ministers in this government. That's how I feel. That's what I know. Okay, if other people were working along with her the way in which she's doing her work, really ready for this country, Joseph Boakai will have a better government. Yes. So hearing this kind of thing with her name that she had been signing diplomatic passport, they have been alleged that she had been signing diplomatic passport or cargo to leave this country. These are allegations, and we wait to hear if it is true and what the government is going to do about it. But more like Gregory Kuma said, I will always put for him, there are higher ups into this cookie business. There are state actors. And President Boakai, you need to double that. You have nothing to lose but to save this country for this cooking business. You need to step up as a president. Don't be that weak and allow this thing to be shielding people around here. Like you said, even if your son is involved, you will call him out. You need to do this thing to self president. Yeah, Mabon.
I want to leave you. I don't know if you can make it. If you can make it, then I put video there. But if you can make it, then I will leave you for just 15 minutes.
Just post something that I just got home. Let me try to be.
All right.
It is something that you want to do. Yeah.
All right. So that's good, folks. To all of you, we're going for a little break. from our news. Trust me, by the time we come back after the news bulletin, we'll talk a little bit up to 7:30. And at 7:30, we're going to open the line to hear from you two, our people out there. So you two, you can have a say. Your say is very important because you are the one that voted for these people. So again, let me take this break and we'll be right back.
So, folks, hello and welcome to Variety News. My name is Emmanuel T. Commander. And as you may be aware, there was a serious tension here in real estate market from the morning hours since today up to the afternoon hour. And the Painesville City Corporation Police Force has been enforcing street orders here in Painesville real estate market. We are live from Red Light, the biggest commercial hub in Monrovia so far, the real estate market. We are live here where Painesville City Corporation Police Force are carrying on street orders. They are saying marketers should not sell on the streets. Motorcyclists should know where to go. Care riders should observe their stopping point and all of that. You witness the videos and all posts on our page and other areas about marketers being resistant to these orders. They put out a blockade. They resisted the police of the Painesville City Corporation from the morning hours. But as we arrived, they have been a little calm here. They have been a little calm here in the real estate market. They have been a little calm here. They have been a little calm here, but there's a huge detachment of police force from the Painesville City Corporation. As you can see, there's a huge detachment of police force from the Painesville Corporation. They are here to carry on enforcement on marketers. They have seized a whole lot of items and they just were another wheelbarrow. They have seized these items, putting it in the pickup, the Toyota pickup there. And marketers are feeling so much disenchanted here today. They are saying the Painesville Corporation is not doing well for their little hustle here in real estate market. They are making a pronouncement on the microphone. There is the guy holding the microphone. Nobody is allowed to bring market on the sidewalks. Nobody is allowed to bring market on the sidewalk. If they catch your market, they will not return it. They will not get it. He's the one making a pronouncement from the Painesville City Corporation. You got to take your market from the road. I hope you're listening to him. He said, if they take your market, you will not get it. So, a huge detachment of police force here. They are seizing items, taking people markets. We choose to speak to few other marketers. Keep following this live. This is Variety News. My name is Emmanuel Commander. So, let's talk to one of our marketers. So what do you sell? What do you sell first day?
I'm selling 30.
Oh, you pack the market. So tell us what has been happening here from the previous city corporation.
Yes, I'm with him.
You almost here. Yeah.
She's feeling away. This is matter why she wants to.
We here right before the Liberia Land Authority. As you previously followed, the Liberia Electricity Corporation is cracking down on different government ministries, agencies, and commissions who are quote unquote on a system of electricity consumption that is not that is about to be transitioned. So earlier was at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, now is here at the Liberia Electricity Corporation, is currently here at the Liberia Land Authority. So thank you so much for joining us, and we ask that you share our broadcast. Our witness at the Finance Ministry was the Finance Ministry was disconnected and later reconnected to the grid, and now at the Liberia Authority. So thank you so much. You see the LEC technicians here ready to take whatever instructions from their bosses here. So according to the LEC team, some institutions have quote unquote been on the grid and not paying the needed taxes. So as a means of strengthening the LEC revenue collection, they are now taking the blue by the horn, going after their own government ministries and agency, cracking down. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, so like we started today is a process, and our first stop was at the Ministry of Finance, and you saw how the process went, and we are now here at the Liberia Land Authority. So the process is to make sure that all of the different ministries, agency, and commission are transitioned to prepay like any other Liberian. You need to pay for the power you consume. So why it is very necessary that LEC needs to create more access to electricity, make sure that the grid is stable, make sure that we have affordable and accessible electricity to all of our people. We need, that comes hand in hand with revenue. So to also make sure our revenue is strengthened and it's collected across. So I have the team here from the Revenue Protection Unit and Division. So we are here to make sure we engage all of the different ministry and agencies. So as part of the process, the Liberia Land Authority, we are here. We are just following our standard operating procedure, where we engaged the authorities here, inform them. Like I said to you, there were several engagements over a year plus. So today we are here to make sure that we execute the instruction to make sure that all of the different ministry agency and commissions are transitioned to being prepaid like any other Liberians. So this is what we Yeah, so like I said to you, the issue of disconnection, this process is to transition ministries, agency, and commission to prepaid. So in the process of disconnection, it is also good that once they follow what our operations, and making sure that they are reconnected or transition, and then we start the process of transitioning you. Like the Ministry of Finance you saw, they have already now consented to the prepaid. So this is why the process went the way it went, because we making sure that everybody transitioned. You were there, we turned them off, we disconnected them, and they are on the process now of transition. So like even the Liberia Land Authority, as we are here disconnecting them, transitioning them, once the process is followed, we will also make sure that you are transitioned and you get reconnected. So this is the process. Yeah, so it is not cherry picking. This is a process. Today you saw that we started with the other ministry, like the Ministry of Finance. We are going to a couple of other ministries, and I hope that you will be with us to see and provide the Liberian people the information as we proceed on this engagement. Okay. So we are here. We are waiting for the authorities from the Land Authority. So they will come back in the next 10-15 minutes. If we can get word from them, we will allow the technical people to disconnect it. So this is how far we have come.
So you listen to the head of communication there of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, leading a major operation. So it is a transition process. So the Liberia Land Authority will be disconnected very shortly. The Liberia Land Authority will be shortly disconnected here. So based on the different discussions that are being held, the Liberia Land Authority might be disconnected from the LEC grid. So thank you folks for watching us. This is DA News. So earlier was at the Ministry of Finance where this process was, and now it's at the Liberia Land Authority, disconnecting government ministries and agencies that are not on the LEC new system, that is the prepaid. according to the LEC, the post-pay system has been costing them a whole lot in terms of revenue generation. So this time around, it is a transition to prepay. So you see the technicians are here, well prepared to disconnect. So we're moving.
All the administrative engagement has been done. Yes, so we are just executioners, and we, all of the different administrative engagement has been done. So I'm sure that the vice chair is aware of this process, but we're only giving you the benefit of the doubt to make sure that you shut down the building, inform the different sections that will be going off, so that we don't have any damages or whatever it is. Then our team can now proceed with the it's a appreciate where we have maybe 2 minutes. But in the process, can you probably shut that down?
No, that's nothing. To shut down is nothing. It doesn't mean anything. The issue here is just about making him as a second in command, because I heard this. So just let's give us. I understand it won't help.
Now, piece of job, go ahead, do your work. Tell the deputy or the second in command, or we got a piece of job to do, and we're going to.
Let's please just maintain that.
So we are so many here. Please, can you just come to see us?
Just to give him that due respect.
Okay, so you can let just take the benefit of the
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Discussions are still ongoing, and of course, but from all indications, it appears the Liberia Land Authority will be shortly disconnected from the grid here. The LEC says the current system being used by the different governments, ministries, and agencies has been costing them a lot in revenue generation. So this time around, they want to transition to a new system. So any moment from now, they will be disconnected from what we've been told.
Well, folks, so we're back immediately after the news bulletin. Once the time left is 18 minutes past 7 rather. That's the time check from what I see in broadcast right here in our cruising studio, Truth FM 96.1. For matter of fact, today having to be the 4th of August in 8 months. Gradually, we are winding down with the year 2026. We have probably about 4 more months, right? 4 more months to go, and we'll be saying bye-bye to 2026 and be welcoming 2027. So that tells you that time is man. I don't know what's enemy, right? Tell them what for no man. All the talking you're doing before you come to yourself, finish entering 2027, 2028. The next one are 2029 elections. Nothing to show. The only thing now, sometimes people say if you get high mob, you gotta suffer. and these are facts. Sometimes if you see these guys in the street fighting back to back, sometimes because they talk, they have the strength, to defend their actions. So at the end of the day, they have to talk very, very strong and be able to defend anything. But on a very serious note, the issue of drugs is serious. Whether you like it or not, the way we're seeing it now, with all of the names we mentioned, gradually as we go along, we don't know how soon will the entire drug issue end, or will the entire drug situation end. Because if people are now alleging that the ship are now running back, they say what are having issues. that have engine problem and so forth. Now going back to the deep sea. We don't know what thing the ship doing. How come maybe the ship are waiting for another thing or what and what we don't know. So the ship is now doing dress by dress to the deep sea. The Liberians are concerned. Our security, we are concerned. Because some of us by the time it reaches 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we go to bed. We don't know exactly what happened after a few hours. Sometimes we wake up 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock to be listening to to follow up things because we don't want to be in bed and some kind of funny thing happen. So that's why some of us will go to bed early and wake up early. So while you are asleep, some of you stay snoring. By 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, some of us will already up, observing, watching, and we're on the internet live. You see, you're active. All these things we're doing here today for our own security. Today, former president, we are saying, be your own security. We're making money. We were there saying all kinds of things today. Where are we today? Ship appear and disappear. The ship gone. The armed forces of Liberia chief of staff. Yeah, easy, but yeah. So Davidson Fuller, he followed her and said that they both can reach the deep sea. You can't blame these people. But again, for me, I can blame some of the people because if you gave me thing to work with, and I know that what you're giving me is not enough, and in fact for me to work with, I will say it. If I get some of these jobs, I'll quickly my brother before you come on. Some of these jobs, I think it's just about personal benefit. These are facts. Most of the people who've been serving in and out of Liberia, serving the country, we come to serve. Some of them today ask them after 20 years, where are they today? How come they are not even making 1% contribution to the growth and development of the country? How many companies, how many jobs are they creating? No. But by the time they set into these positions, that's when they want to tell you that they are serving your country. And you are insulting your brothers and sisters who will be advocating, who will be talking for the betterment of the country. By the time the people turn feeling they're gone, you will not see them again. They go enjoy their money. So all of them, they're working for the money, they're not working for Liberia. Because if you're working for Liberia, look, why in this world somebody will tell me, but I need to go brush, fine, or maybe to go clean up grass, and I don't have tools to work with. And I agree to work. How? How is that possible? But again, just because people, they know what they will get at the end, so everybody just concerned about what they will get to better their life because sometimes they struggle. I can't blame people. That's why when people resigned from political party, yes, no party in Liberia paying their lieutenants. Anyway, Ali said, let me ask Ali, one of your own resigned from Grand Jury. How the party system work, or in fact, look, let me ask you, because are you people paying some of your people who into some of the parties, like for example, who holding these small positions into some of the party headquarters, like the party chairman, the secretary? I'm talking about, I'm not talking about at a higher level. I'm talking about maybe at the other level. Are you guys paying, or is it a volunteer where my man stay here? If they will win election, you will get something to do?
Maybe I stand to be corrected, but I think so. Yes, like you will see, oh, local country brand, this other person, they are chairman, the other person vice chair, chair lady, or people only do this thing. I tend to be corrected. Maybe other people will call here to say the truth or to correct me. That's what I say. I tend to be, but I believe that all political parties in Liberia, the Unity Party, the CDC, the CMC, the ANC, all of these people, you see them holding this position, or they are just doing it because of their passion for the party. Oh yeah, this is my party, and I'm willing to sacrifice to do everything for my party, to serve my party, so that tomorrow, if we become victorious by winning election, they will know, oh, Aliyu Masari was the party chairman, he was the secretary general in Grenjila Lufa, and I will be awarded, like they always say, political reward is not in heaven. I tend to be, but I strongly believe that those people only hold this position because they are loyal to the party, they believe in their party ideology, they are making sacrifices, but not on the basis of getting salaries at the end of the month. No, I don't
Wonderful.
think
So
so.
let me jump. Yes. So let me take a few minutes of this because this is interesting. Sometimes when people are that level, when they jump from another political party to another political party, sometimes people criticize them, people insult them, but people sometimes people don't know what some of the people been going through. So Ariel, do you think it is the right thing to do because a party that's supposed to take over a country, not even have a good system? Now, because mind you, the reason why I'm asking this question is some of the political parties they have representatives, they have senators, some of them they have presidents, even to include the current United Party. It's like a job by itself to be serving as maybe assistant secretary for the party in some kind of county. It's a job by itself. But Ali, do you think these are some of the reasons why we're not making progress? Because if you're not paying maybe for a little contribution towards the party, in the name of, oh my man, no. But let me ask you this question: whether you think it's the right thing to do, and to have people serving in this position and you're not paying them, and they have family, they have to survive.
Or maybe it is not it is not good to have people serving in those positions. Like for example, now or Unity Party, they are in power. And there were people who served in those positions for the same Unity Party. Today, Unity Party are in power. Some of them, they don't have job. And these are some of the things we always talk about. Government cannot employ everybody. So if you hire Aliyu Mansari as party chairman in Grand Kidman County and you're happy to win election, and government cannot give everybody job. But for the fact that the government is going to create avenue for investors to come in, for companies to come in, I can be right in Grand Kidman County or company come there. I won't be saying, oh yeah, I want to go work to labor ministry, I want to work to commerce finance ministry. In as much as government company in my county and I start working, yes, that's what I voted for. I voted for a government that when they come in, they will be able to create jobs. Like these are some of the ways of creating job by making sure that the country is saying you are respecting your rules of law, of the country, the constitution, because these are things that bring power and dignity to your country. Where people see that your country, they are upholding their rule of law, then they will come to invest into your country. But when the rule of law is not being respected, nobody is going to take risks with their money. So those people, some of them, they are serving in those positions, thinking that when their government win, company will come in and they will get jobs through some of those companies that will come in. Everybody don't have to work in government. But it is quite unfortunate for Liberia that when those people win, they only after themselves. Like in America, other part of the world, we support political parties. When they win, all we care about for us to get job, we don't want government job, but they should be able to create job. Or they should be able to come and raise the minimum wage based on the cost of living in the country. But see the cost of living in Liberia today. And if they should raise minimum wage, George Weah and Joseph Boakai today, people are still starving. We continue electing people that make this country to be a living hell for us while they are enjoying that we are suffering. They may ought to turn into beggars to be begging them going to their house 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And when they can't, they walk out and say, I get a meeting to attend. So it is just quite unfortunate. Babon.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Ali. We'll continue because we have to continue also with the MDR youth chair, also giving Samuel Koga, or better say Senator Samuel Koga, 24 hours to turn over the t-shirts and the hats or all of materials on the MDR. I'll also ask you a question. I will play the video. The reason why I thought I was to bring this thing up to some of you today, young people out there today, is the political party that you're killing yourself for, the first thing, the lack of system. Sorry though, but these are facts. Maybe people will be getting angry, sometimes people get issue with some of us, but these are facts. Most of the political parties, and I say some, most of the political parties, they lack of system. So the first system, the first thing in moving forward, or in fact, in making sure that you want to make sure that when you come to power, that you better the country, is to have a better party system. Check all the political parties today. Who they giving money to? Who they paying people? Look, that's another form of creating jobs. CDC have more than 20-some lawmakers. Even if any of the lawmakers were paying $75 per month, even for due or so on per month, do you know how many people that will be taking pay within the CDC, the Unity Party, the ruling party. There was certain lesson that came out from Aliu that I think certain group of or in fact some officials were not paying tax or in fact dues. Some of them they were not paying dues. And you think that is normal. You putting your life on the chopping board, or you putting your entire life on the chopping board that when they person come to power, that's the only time that they will change your life. But they're not able to change your life when you serving as Leon Secretary General or some kind of a sweeper in that party. You see how people look? Some of you today, you see how the whole country look? But we see this thing that is normal. That's why people are moving from place to place. Even if our politician, but not myself, I'll be jumping in where I stay. Have a horse. We have no food inside. You will not see rat. Let me tell somebody today, no rat. Rat. Even the cockroaches, you will not see them in our house. Because nothing there to eat. Anytime you see this thing from place to place, you see rats always there. That means you have food. You will see the cat. You will see the dog. You will see all these things coming to your house because you have food to eat. So we always allow, the reason I brought it is that we always enslaving people in the name of their aid, by the time the party win. And sometimes allow it can lead to some people frustration. By the time the party win, they will be fighting for jobs until they die. They'll be fighting for jobs until they die. Because they think that in fact they sacrifice their life. Some of them they take their businesses and put the businesses into politics. That tomorrow, when God help me, win, at least I will be able to do some people. Their businesses all gone down. Some people they lost their relationship, they lost everything. And the way I did today. Maybe some of them said in fact they die. So let's hear from the
Neighbor, just give me 1 minute. Let me come to that, please. Yes. Yeah, this issue here, or when you talk about people leaving from one political party to another, like you said, those people that serving in those positions, party chairman or party chairleader in the various counties, and this is where they get frustrated. A happy early time, a happy weird time, and under Barker administration. And this is what I said. If the government can create jobs for their people, they will be frustrated. Maybe if you support, for example, of Taiwan Gongo ticket and Taiwan Gongo happy to win election. You working in government, but under Taiwan Gongo administration, you saw companies coming in that you were able to work with some of these companies. Will you regret voting for Taiwan Gongo? Hell no, you're not going to regret. But if Taiwan Gongo cannot create job, no company can come in because he has been elected, he only after himself and his surrounding, you will be frustrated. And for those people that were serving in party position, where in some of them they were ministers, some of them they were representatives, senators, and today they lose their position and then they are coming out to speak. Again, those administration is serving, these are people that I refer to them as enemy of the state. Because if I'm working with Mayborn and I saw all of these faults, all of these mistakes Mayborn were making, aside there as a director, as a minister, I never one day spoke against some of those wrongs that Mayborn was doing to. It just said, Mayborn, what you are doing is not good for the country. This is not why you were elected for. I remain quiet. After 6 years, they are coming to speak. Then I should be enemy of the state because why is like I even supported you to do that. Today, we are administration is happening. Today they want to come out to speak. Why you couldn't speak at that time? What is happening under Barker administration now? None of the government officials are speaking. But tomorrow, when they lose election, when they are out, that's the time they will come to speak against the administration. Oh, we're there, the party did this. Why can't you speak now to be on the record if you love this country? So these are some of the people that we have problem with. Those that were serving in government, they couldn't speak because they are no longer in power. They want to go to Unity Party. They want to go to another political party. Then they want to speak. What moral credibility you have? That's the problem.
All right, that's one you may be right 100%. But for me, Aliu, any kind of person or human being that in the kind of situation, for me, I don't even respect you. Let me be frank.
Yeah, but you have something very important again, like when it comes to party hierarchies, like now if they are paying due all of the time, and you can look at your chapter, people that in Maryland, Grand Julia holding in this position, Even Liberia, how much we really need to live at time? Even those people like every month, like you say, oh, $75 go to our chair, they eat great dinner, $75 go to our chairman, they the one holding the ground for us. You're taking for your due, but people don't do some of these things. You see, this is a country to even get a cheapy job. It's not easy. So when people are making that sacrifices, you should be able to appreciate them because why? They are not getting job, but they're over there doing everything to uphold the party. But those people, they are just bunch of greedy, selfless, and heartless people we have.
Look,
That's
that's
who we
why I
are.
keep saying earlier today, some of us were ready for the politics, we're ready to talk about some of the political parties. Some of you just tell maybe like they say you're telling me about from the video. Because even they're coming back hearing all kinds of things, people talking all kinds of things. Look, Ali, anyway, let me just hold it. But Ali, you know, you want to push me into something, but you just said something, Ali. Where in this world that people just left power? They just left power. Then you're sitting down, your party struggling, looking for survival. I mean, let me just, I won't go to pass. But anyway, let's play the video quickly because they don't really, all these things will be keeping them until up to 2027, 2028. I'm ready for party politics. They're where now, but right now, I want my Liberian people life to move forward. Every time I come here, I'm advocating for better life because we voted for the government to do better. I'm not here to come play politics now. The politicians, because even by this time, that's what we doing rebranding. Have I ever seen what happened up to now? People can do rebranding. What going on? Well, anyway, we'll come to all of these things later on. That year from the chairman of the MDR Youth Congress, Mr. Perry, who are given 24 hours to Samuel Koga to return or in fact turn over all of the MDR property, or they will get everything for him. And then whether they want him out of the party or not. And these are questions I will ask you. Then we'll go to the line to hear from our people. That hear from the chairman.
Making forces to ensure that MDR refers them equal. Koga will know it. He will know where to
We
be.
saw Senator Koga yesterday with MDR red hat. As you always, it is your tradition. It is your tradition.
That's a source.
We saw him.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this and let me be on record.
Okay.
I am the national gatekeeper of the MDR. Okay. I'm the first soldier. I am responsible to amalgamate and apply force in the Bracadabra, bring in militants and militias. Honor my words as national youth leader. We gave Koga 24 hours to retract a statement. And when he has to return the heart. We gave him 24 hours to return our heart.
He said the heart was 10 hours.
Let me be on record. Let me be emphatically clear. He has 24 hours.
What will you do?
Unconditionally to turn over the heart. Fair on a part to turn over the heart in 24 hours. We will examine militants and militants to ensure that the heart is taken back. We're going to take the process. If any means you think the heart must be taken from away from Senator Koga, must be taken. Why?
That is a threat. You can be arrested.
That's not a threat. Let me tell you something. We challenge him. It's an open challenge. The National Youth Congress placed Koga on an open challenge. I challenge him to appear in the public gallery as of today with that app. We will unconditionally take it from him by force. There are reasons for which we're going to do that. And we're not wavering to that. We're not afraid of nobody. There was an objective for which the heart was given. There was an objective for which the heart was given. The objective for which I was presented to Senator Samuel Koga was to unite, was to bring on board, sit on the table and unite MDR, bring up partisans from all across, like brought all him be on the table to redefine our struggle, to redefine our ability to see how well we can rally around and support this government in ensuring that Liberia is transformed under this regime.
All right, so without have much of time, maybe tomorrow we'll go more deeper into this. But Ali, we just intend and tell people, some of you who are watching on the Facebook, we have some issues. I think I'm now observing that from our Facebook page of the SKTV. Sometimes this thing happen, like I always say. Sometimes we fail with some technical glitches from the network. But again, we will set that, if I will sort that out in the sooner possible time. But Ali, what a reaction to this? The MDR youth, nobody want to leave position. If you see the man up a big, if I keep questioning, asking, is the man a youth? By the way, the youth. All right. People have enjoyed it.
Maybe looking at this video, the youth chair for MDR or giving the senator or 24 hours to actually to retract statement. I know which one of the statement or Senator Koga made, because I think I listened to something today where he was saying that if the vice president want for them to work together, he waiting for them. If the vice president see him important for them to work together, he's waiting for them to work together. But if he see him to be somebody important for them to work together, if anybody go to him, and he will walk up to the vice president and say, "Oh yeah, so and so forth, take him to me to be your vice running mate," and he will walk to a horse and tell him. So if you coming to see the vice chair or whosoever, you secretary or whatsoever, telling him to retract statement, I don't know which one of the statement he's asking him to retract, and giving him 24 hours to turn over all MDR or belong properties and things. That tells you that's another nurse in the MDR. There is something happening somewhere. You know, this power business, everybody agreed for power. That's one of the things that is not carrying the country anywhere. Everybody want to be in power and what have you. But looking at Kuga position with the MDR and therefore a youth chair to come up openly giving him 24 hours or ultimatum to turn over party properties. There is something bigger than this, and maybe in subsequent time we will hear from Senator Koga so we can know who is the brain behind this whole thing for a chair to come and give him ultimatum. Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Any other thing
That's up to them right now. Right now, our focus in Labrador had to be with the cooking business. Whether you get somebody on our 24 hour that your party business, it had no impact on the lives of the Liberian people. What affect the country, that what matter most to us now. The integrity, the image of our country on the world stage now to be like exporting and importing cooking here and there. That's not good for a 5 million population country. Looking at our diplomatic tie with the greatest country in the world, that's not good for us. That should be concerning to every Liberian. Just is damaging people. And yesterday you were reading from Al Jazeera. Okay, the percentage of push in Labrador now have gone up to 80%. These are things that concern us. You'll be giving $1.72 hours. We don't care about that. But we're asking President Bakai to work along with his justice minister, his LDEA, and the American government if they want to extradite those people to take them from here. He need to do that, because in my mind, I believe if those guys stay here, this like the justice minister said, they kill sometimes can go for a year, they will just drag it. We will not see those state actors. But when those guys are taken from here, those state actors, those higher or Gregory Kuma keep talking about, we will see them. So they need to take them from here. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Let's go to the line to interact with our callers. The first caller, JB King, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Thank you so much. You see, neighbor, the issue with the armed forces of Liberia, I mean, things are just hard to talk. These guys are using themselves to do backup for people to clean people land. But when ship come to steal, to deploy cocaine in our country, when they say the ship broke down, somebody will hire and say, you have to let that ship to come to the triple, to come and go, a guy in problem, he can't move. You have sent two go for it. But then when the Navy say they're going there, then they were looking on the guy, they say he can't go deep sea. Then the very ship that have problem now, you see the ship going to deep sea. So what are they telling us? Maybe you know what I believe?
No.
That ship, that they draw the air in that ship, and they were feeding, loading it onto smaller boats and bringing it on the shore, bringing it to Morovia. That just what that ship or whatever, not for no engine failure, not for any other engine problem, but that was their sole purpose of being over there. If they claim that they broke down, they should have waited for the Navy to get there. Why they ran away? Why they really have to run away? But the government need to put his feet down and do the needful. I hear both say, oh, you tell the president, thank you. What will tell the president, thank you for? You were elected to for a job. So we're not telling him thank you for what you were elected for. That's his job, he need to do it. And we should tell him to do it proper. Do a very, very high profile government official that Gregory talked about. We need to start hearing that they have arrested them, they injured, and interrogation is going on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's move to Henson. Henson K, my brother, good evening.
Thank you. Good evening to you and good evening to both of you. Yes, this is Cynthia. Whenever I mean started, so I had to the show to my earphone. You know, it is one of those things that people will say the truth when necessary. NGR is a different party of the unity party. They joined us in the second round of the election. We won, and we gave them a shared position in the government based on the mutual understanding. That which I cannot call the ministry that was able to spread it to the NGR. Their share of the contribution to the World Power election in 2023. Lord, Koga will run as senator in Limba. Our party did not support any other candidate. The chairman and the senator party went to Lima. We wanted Lima to campaign for Koga. After the election, all he could do was to pay back his government with criticism and mocking at the government. So what happened in the past cannot continue to happen. No, we have to be the part of politics. We have to make it sensitized that people will learn for us, right? And we say, yes, la temporary or democracy have grown or view. So those things that were happening in the past want to continue on the past. It should not. No, government is part of the government. It's part of the government, not the government. Every time you take to the radio, a president get us on it, like you or insult and say the Western by the government, a president because they were doing similar things in the past. So we don't change the narrative law. You're asking a question. Let me say this what I know. Every member of the political party, as when you're a member and get a membership form, you pay a tax as a political party. You pay a tax. The political party does not worry about paying, partisans. They don't work like that.
What? No. Hello. I'm not getting that point. You are you telling me that even if you're holding positions, maybe for example, you are security officer at the political party headquarters, they should not pay you? Is that what you are saying?
At certain level, if you are a member of the executive committee, you have to pay the amount. If you are just a member, you have to pay the amount. As though you go for membership form of the political party, you are supposed to pay your dues, your party.
I'm asking you about people who are serving. You now, you will only go to the party headquarters after the stepping, forcing us, making deaths. You will go, but there will be other people who are cleaner, who are running their services. Are you saying that these people should not be paid?
So what happened, there are people who are there, hired to carry on private obligations for the party, like private securities.
All right, thank you, my brother. So let's call up even. I see why my brother is upside down.
Thank you. I'm Adam Johnson, calling from Tigo de Chopo.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
So the issue, I have two issues. The first one is going to do with the youth league of MDR. You see, MDR is serious. So if the serious, you will not give the youth league money to go buy more food. The chairperson of MDR himself will go on the radio. If you notice that they want food, you will go on the radio to read that press statement. But if the vice president is hiding behind the youth league to say that he can talk, will give them some money to go buy more. They're ready. When they ready, the chairperson will speak. And as you believe that they're in party. The voice will nowhere. The voice there is in nothing to the market. So that you be voice at nothing. Then the chairman will speak on Koga and they will see if the papa president get bored, they will know that he get bored, but none of the army. So to the second issue, you see, I told you before doing it, John Reed. I said there was money in the work and comment. The police director took money that day they reported to argue. Yeah, when they were playing the judge, they reported some cash.
Yeah, so 7,000.
I think I brought up the right attention, but I'm not picking up. Then my phone, now on top of that rain, he told me the after money that they took for order was 2.5 million in cash. But when they reported 75,000. So they got to come up with this clear with like people. The police director is already caught up in the debt. You already stole money for the program, for the raid, and then your knee is in the whole thing. You release the order for them to go and stop the drug. So it was a cover all. Let me tell you, there is nowhere in the world you break drugs. Openly attacking a community and then nobody start. And true. Without going to contribute to a drug. The people play with like people, Greggy girlfriend, try to get a friend and drugs back. So they have to do publicity. Where you go, the kids are not even voting from the church. They destroying everything. Where? Who does that?
All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much. Let's take other callers, please. To this caller, quickly. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead quickly. No time, please. I think 1 minute will be okay for all of us. Allegedly, though, allegedly, until it can be proven. My man. Okay, go ahead. I want to say allegedly, but go ahead. Mm-hmm. 100%. All right, thank you. Thank you. We are now confused. To this caller quickly. Good evening. Thank you, my brother. That's why we're not rushing with politics, because we know exactly what's going to happen. But to this caller, good evening. My brother, I'm okay. Thank God for life.
This is Joseph from Highway. And I said to my brother Aliyu, where in this world, even can offending, move faster than army or boat. Because if you monitor OKF, I think it was yesterday, the reporter from Breaking said Fatin went to ship there and then even interacted with the people. Then how can the army people start coming to ship? They can't go around the ship. So,
because the shape now start to do dress by dress, in the simplest form. The shape now, by the time you see the people, say, oh, hello, somebody coming, so let's dress by small. The more the people come closer, so the high look like. So maybe that's why they were not able to get closer to the shape.
So when the funny thing now going there, the ship was more comfortable with the funny thing that are going to them.
I don't know. Tell me, I don't know. We gotta go, man. Let's just take the other last caller. We'll go to Liberia for us. Y'all keep voting and supporting politicians. Yeah, good evening to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Isa Kama, joining from District 4 to be precise, Mozaralo County community. Maybe sometimes I'll ask myself if we, the Liberians, really want the country to go in front.
Good. Myself, I can ask myself.
The reason why I can ask myself sometimes is like people that you expect to be rational, to be sensitive, that the people are always disappointed people. So the Unity Party, sorry, they want to tell some of us today
that if somebody elected on a party ticket, or maybe when the party support the person choose alliance to emerge maybe a representative, let me just say elected position, they should not speak when they see ill. The people there to represent the people from that district in their country. Looking at Honorable Samuel Koga, they may always say, I supported the United Party 2017, 2023. 2023 series brought people with 150,000 and rejected it because the late Johnson King told me that he want me to join to the struggle, and I accepted. So series brought people with money and rejected it. It was a reciprocation. United Party choose to support me to the wish of God that I appreciate, but it does not mean that I will not speak the truth.
All right, thank you quickly. Let's say our David Samuel, then we'll go home for the day. Our David Samuel, good evening, my brother. Yeah, quickly, my brother. No time. We gotta go. Good evening. We're getting you. Go ahead. All right, thank you. Where is, in fact, where was the Coast Guard? That's the question. I think we gotta go. We have up there for 4 more minutes, and these questions Liberians are asking go back to our leadership. How poor, when we say these things, some of you get angry, but to tell you that all of our money, our resources, we pay the politicians. We make them celebrity overnight. You see it? You take the country money instead of you investing into the country, so that everything should be the benefit of the country. Say no, let benefit, let give people that, for example, let get someone for a budget 1.2 million. Now you're looking for boat. You can't get speedboat. How much for speedboat? That you can get now. You're looking for all these things. But check out of the, I think there are about 5: the president, the vice president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the Senate pro tempore, right? And 5, check them, check their budget, entertainment and everything will tell you that we're not ready to go anywhere. We see this thing again. And girl, maybe when say it, say you love country. How can now we struggling to even go closer to this to ship? One more ship that we're on our coast, that on our water. We're not able to go closer to it. We're still struggling. But you love country anyway. Are you? My brother, we gotta go. What say you? No time.
Yeah, me born. The person that calls my best minister is under the spotlight, and I know she will be vindicated for that stuff, man. Don't worry about her. Yeah, or Babon, look at your speaker, he entertainment budget alone. You know how many speedboats you can get for the coast guard. But people are saying they ship them over there for 3 weeks, or people say 4 weeks, or people say almost a month. So you want to tell me the Liberian coast guard, they never spotted our ship all the 3-4 weeks they're talking about? So meaning they don't even patrol over their own water to see what is happening. So our water are vulnerable, our airport. This is a serious problem in this country. People can just come to cocaine, can just enter the airport and leave the airport. Cocaine, cool drugs and things can just enter the border and leave the border. Or ship can just carry a bill overseas, that or dropping continual barrel of cocaine. And I'm very, very sure that the sea ship that was dropping the barrels of cocaine and thing there to the place there in Rossville, and those people were holding it on shore, passing it where your police then were escorting it in this country. Probably that's the sea ship, because that ship brought that consignment and get that ship, and then they went to water swimming suit, the thing they started bringing it on shore. Who knows? Maybe that's sea ship. And for this guy to be linked into the cocaine business from RRA Rating Maritime for a ship to dock at our port, What? Who? So you the only person that get connection with the crew member on the ship. Why they if they know they get engine problem, why they can't signal the maritime authority but only you? This I think Liberians should think about. But it was a nice show. Thanks to all the callers. Have a good night. God bless Liberia and God bless America till we see you again. Drive safe to go home, baby. Take it easy.
Wonderful, thank you, Brother Ali. Thanks to all of our viewers, our listeners, those of you that are always following this broadcast. That's good. Says Yumunchu Kwanga. All of you want to say Maruetie. Thanks to all of you. Join us again on tomorrow. For us that will think Liberia, love Liberia, and will build Liberia. If you want to be a politician, settle the political party. Make sure.
Why are you taking Unity Party slogan? Love Liberia, think Liberia, build Liberia. That's the people's slogan you take it for them. Or because they are not saying it again.
Yeah, I love the slogan to admit. I love this slogan so dearly to my heart because I know that
the people who got that slogan, they not choking behind the scene that you taking it.
Man, they're gonna let that whole slogan and better forget it. Anyway, thank you, Brother Ali. We see you again on tomorrow by the grace of God. Yeah.
Our heart that was given 80 forces to ensure that MDR first among equal, Koga were nowhere to be
found. We saw Koga yesterday with MDR red hat. As your it is your tradition. It is your tradition.
That's a source.
We saw him.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this and let me be on record.
Okay.
I am the national gatekeeper of the MDR.
Okay.
I'm the fourth soldier. I am responsible to amalgamate a platform in the back of Dabra, bring in militants and militias. Honor my words as national youth leader. We gave Koga 24 hours to retract a statement. And when he has to return the heart. We gave him 24 hours to return our heart.
He said the heart was 10 hours.
Let me be on record. Let me be emphatically clear. He has 24 hours.
What will you do?
Unconditionally to turn over the heart. Share a part to turn over the heart in 24 hours. We will examine militants and militants to ensure that the heart is taken back. We're going to take the process. If any means you think the heart must be taken from away from Senator Koga, must be taken. Why?
That is a threat. You can be arrested.
That's not a threat. Let me tell you something. We challenge him. It's an open challenge. The National Youth Congress placed Koga on an open challenge. I challenge the PA in the public gallery as of today. With that heart, we were unconditionally taken from him by force. There are reasons for which.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers are giving us here the promise of death. So welcome my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so I can't ask Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And yes, I know money. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lofa, and Grand Bazaar.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lopa, and Grand Bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The flashing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grand Pass and Nima to Lusa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monster Rider, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Punk down to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.